It's shaping up to be a stormy weekend in East Alabama, with the National Weather Service warning residents to be ready to seek shelter. A big drug bust has removed dangerous guns and illegal money from the streets, and area residents are invited to hear a progress report on the removal of toxic chemicals from neighborhoods and streams.
We have big news coming out of the Calhoun County School Board meeting this afternoon. More details on that coming up in sports. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. The National Weather Service is now predicting 2 rounds of stormy weather across East Alabama this weekend, with the second possibly being stronger than the first. The Weather Service's Birmingham office issued a statement today saying its latest forecast data continue to indicate a very concerning trend for Saturday into Sunday morning over the Deep South. Forecasters say there's a good chance that a warm sector will develop by Saturday afternoon with very moist and unstable air in place, combined with very strong wind shear to support severe storms. Supercell thunderstorm development would be supported based on the expected unstable environment. The threats would include the potential for strong tornadoes, damaging winds gusting up to 70 miles an hour, and large hail. An additional severe threat will exist as storms develop along and just out ahead of that cold front. Storms are currently forecast to clear out of the region by around 3 o'clock Sunday morning, but that timing is subject to change. Ahead of these storms, area emergency agencies and municipalities are preparing for ways to deal with possible damage. Casey Sweeney of the Alabama Power Company says their crews are assembled and on standby, and the Calhoun County Emergency Management Agency recommends that residents have more than one emergency notification device ready just in case a warning is issued. Local police agencies recovered illegal narcotics and other contraband items in Anniston on Wednesday as they delivered search warrants to 2 locations in the city. Those raids were carried out by the Anniston Police Department, working with the 7th Judicial Major Crimes Unit and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms Birmingham office. The operation was part of an extensive investigation into fentanyl sales in Anniston and surrounding communities. Officials said they seized 7.3 ounces of fentanyl, 1.7 ounces of methamphetamine, 1.2 ounces of cocaine, 2 ounces of crack cocaine, 24 pounds of spice, 1 firearm, and $8,100 in cash. 2 people were taken into custody during those raids. When we come back, area residents will hear a report from officials who are cleaning up toxic chemicals from their neighborhoods.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Welcome to Buster Miles Kia in Anniston, where we're dedicated to serving you with honesty and care. Whether you're shopping for a new or used car or need service, we're here to make it easy and stress-free. Visit us today at Buster Miles Kia, where great cars and family values come together. Buster Miles Kia, your trusted hometown dealership.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Anniston PCB Site Community Advisory Group is planning to hold a meeting in May to report on activities related to the cleanup of PCBs from Anniston and Oxford along Choccolocco Creek to Logan Martin Lake. The Anniston Group, along with representatives of the EPA and Solutia, will be in attendance to present information. That meeting starts at 5:30 p.m. on May 13th at the Oxford Civic Center. Spring is back, and so are the Anniston Changers. They're a group of volunteers who take on monthly cleaning projects around the city. This month, the group will work in the Glen Addy community. Volunteers will gather on Saturday, March the 29th, at the Dr. David Satcher and St. Michael's Medical Clinic at 426 Mulberry Avenue. The work session will last from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. During this project, the group plans to collect and remove debris piles, clean litter from streets and public areas, and assist with additional beautification efforts. Participants should dress appropriately for outdoor work. For questions or additional information, contact Jay Hodges at annistonowl.gov. A local police department is offering residents a new way to keep an eye on their property. We'll be back with that story in a few moments.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We're available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The Pell City Police Department is asking citizens to help create a safer environment by enrolling in the new Community Camera Sharing Program. Sharing a camera feed enables the Pell City Police Department to respond to incidents faster, and it equips officers with advanced knowledge of the situation. That's according to city officials. They say the program will keep residents and business owners safer and build closer ties within the community. Access to personal security cameras is conditional upon mutual agreement between the resident and the Pell City Police Department. Officers say it will be accessed only for proactive monitoring for criminal activity during an incident or an emergency at that location. The Gadsden Fire Department responded to a structure fire in Alabama City on Wednesday with 2 fire engines and assistance on the scene from the Gadsden Police Department. Fire crews worked quickly to contain the blaze, ensuring the safety of nearby structures. No injuries were reported, and the fire remains under investigation. Jordan Smith is standing by with breaking news from the world of sports. Jordan?
Thanks, Mike. Coming up in just a moment, we'll talk big news out of high school baseball from the Calhoun County School Board meeting. Those details are coming up next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Need tough, comfortable workwear? Rainouts in Heflin has boots, jeans, hats, and gear built for the toughest jobs. From the farm to the pipeline, Rainouts has gear for men, women, and kids, so the whole family can tackle the toughest jobs with confidence. We've got the quality you need with the hometown service you'll love. Stop by today next to WM Grocery and gear up with great prices and a local touch. Rainouts, where hard work meets Western style.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
Less than a month ago, current White Plains baseball and head football coach Blake Jennings was approved to transfer to Ohatchee to become their next football coach. Also that same day, now former Jacksonville head football coach Clint Smith was approved and announced as Jennings' replacement at White Plains for his football duties. This afternoon, White Plains has now filled their baseball vacancy. Current Jacksonville head baseball coach Jamison Edwards has been named the next head baseball coach at White Plains and will also serve as the offensive coordinator for football, where he has done just that under Coach Clint Smith at Jacksonville. Edwards has led the Golden Eagles baseball team since the 2019 season, winning over 100 games in that time.
I'm excited, for the opportunity. White Plains has always had a really great baseball program, at least, from the time that I've been coaching. So, for the last 20 some odd years, they've always had a really, really good program with really good support and a really great community. And so, just excited to get to be a part of that and, get a chance to, to see what kind of things that we can accomplish out there.
Edwards is set to leave a lasting impression behind in the Golden Eagles sports. Edwards' offense in football has broken multiple school records during his 13-year stint. His offense set Jacksonville's most points scored in a game, most points scored in a season, and set a record for most overall points in a game. In baseball, his teams have made an appearance in the quarterfinal round of the playoffs in 2022 and has won 3 consecutive area championships, tying the school record.
The things that we've been able to accomplish at Jacksonville, And we certainly are really proud of the time that we spent there and the things that we were able to do. And, football, one team spills over into another and it spills over into another. And before you know it, you're sitting there with a streak of 12 playoff appearances. And to be able to call the offense for that. And we've had some really good years. The year we went to the state finals, I think we scored over 600 points that year total. That obviously is a school record, for the amount of points that we score. But, the success that we've had, that just comes from having kids that were willing to be coached, and then, having good players. I've always said, good coaches are made by good players, and you work as hard as you can as a coach to allow your kids the opportunity to have that success. That's kind of what I've always tried to do. And then, baseball, it was kind of the same way. It was a strange situation that I stepped into. There was a couple of guys that had been there, for years. And as a matter of fact, I was an assistant for them when I first got there. And then the opportunity comes along to be the head coach there. And I, that was something that I could not pass up. And so, same thing. You form those relationships, and you look to find ways to help those guys become a little bit better. And then as the coach, you just try to make sure all the pieces fit together the way they're supposed to, and work them and love on them and challenge them and put them in a position to where they can be successful. And
also making the move with Edwards is his assistant, Josh Blythe. Blythe has been Edwards' right-hand man for the last 4 seasons. Blythe's departure marks the 5th coaching position that has opened up in less than a month now at Jacksonville.
And he has been an absolute indisposable right-hand man to me in baseball. He does a whole lot to help me. I've got 4 kids, and there's a lot of times when my kids, need me to be dad, and I know that I can count on him to help me out. And he brings a tremendous amount of baseball knowledge. He is a tireless worker. He has the kids' best interest in mind. He is everything that you want to have in an assistant coach, and he's going to make a really good head coach one day. And that when that day comes, I'll certainly be sad to lose him. But I was absolutely thrilled to find out that he was making the move with us, and that he was going to be out there to help us with not only baseball, but also in football.
That'll do it for sports. Let's take it back over to Mike.
Thanks for that update, Jordan, and thank you for watching us today. You'll find us every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Just go to the platform of your choice, watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.